Hey guys, okay, I decided I'm going to do a review of what we've done so far because I really need to set up websites to actually do installations so that we can do this together. So I'm just going to start from the beginning and go through the motions with 100 domain names that I actually have because I don't know what I want to do a new project for yet, so I'm not going to go and buy 100 domain names. But I'm walking you through so you can see what's going on. Also, so we can test how fast things go for all this part of the system that you've learned so far. So here we go. Let's simulate from the beginning. You would, step one, sign up for a GoDaddy account if you don't already have one. So you would create a new account. Then you would log into it. Okay, so once you log into it, let me see, I want to visit my account, I guess. Oh, account settings. This is the whole point. I'm looking for account settings so that I can look for domain defaults. Once I get on domain defaults, I can create a profile. So I would add a profile and I would give it a name like main. I'll call it main too. Set as default, you would say yes. Always register my domains for just 1 year. Set them for manual renewal. Let's change the DNS settings to ns1.t2ha.com and ns2.t2ha.com. Now, when you get your own server and you want to put all your new domains onto that server, obviously we change that. And obviously we can take the domains that exist on our server whenever you do get your own server and we can transfer them over. Okay, so we can literally move your CPanels for you to your server. Okay, I continue and say, yep, that's my information, use it for the rest. And then I'm all done. That was everything I had to do, so I just saved my changes. And there you go. So I'm going to cancel that anyway because I don't need it. But there you have it. So now what would I do? I'd say, okay, I'm going to get ready to go and do my bulk purchases from GoDaddy. So I'm just going to get on the page where I do domains, bulk domain search, and I can put in up to 500 domain names to check them out. So I need to create them. So let's go to like namemesh.com, right? I'm going to come up with some cool names. Let's just say garage door repair stuff, right? Don't need the ad. I'm going to come back here, right? So I don't need the ad. Okay. And so it's only showing me ones that are not registered. It's hiding everything that is registered. I'm going to switch that to GoDaddy. Okay. And I'm going to select a bunch or copy a bunch. Remember, you can scroll down for more, right? And you really only want to get these from what columns? Similar, SEO, and that might be it. That's usually it. Just similar and SEO, and screw all this other stuff. It's not worth it. You could go for these. It's just usually not worth it. Okay, so I'm just gonna grab a bunch of them, and if you have trouble grabbing, reach outside the box, and that way you can highlight inside the box again, right? And you can copy. What do you do first? Go to text first to kill all the formatting, or no, I'm sorry, the other way around. Go to Excel first to kill all the formatting. Wow. So paste as text. Right. Then once I got my 100 or whatever, I'm just going to keep adding and adding and adding. I'm going to keep going back to name mesh and getting more and more and more of the ones I want. The ones that I think look pretty good. Copy. I'm just going to keep adding them in. Boom. All right. And then sooner or later I'll have it all. Right. And that way I'll have my 100 or so. So now what can I do? And I'll refine it, right? I'll kill the ones I don't like, add in new ones I do like. And whenever I think I'm good to go here, now what do I do with that list? Well, first things first, I'm gonna keep it, right? Because I want to add cPanel usernames and passwords of my own. But I'm gonna come back here and do that whole bit, right? Where I'm saying just check it, And so it's going to look it up and tell me, hey, we're going to pretend it's 100, right? It did the buyer profile main, which is awesome. And it's giving me all my stuff set to 1 year, okay? And so I could go ahead and complete my purchase, right? So now you see what's going on here. And you can view all 25, they're all pretty much the same idea, okay? And you got all set for manual renewal and everything else. So that's actually a pretty good deal. All right, so yeah, whatever was anywhere else. Okay, got it. So then you just make your buying decision when you're ready and buy them, right? How many did I even have in there? 43? Must be some reason it's so expensive because this is more than it should be. So I don't know. It must have been like offering me privacy or something that I can just delete, right? All right, so anyway, I make sure you get the order right, but then boom, you're going to be good. Now, oh, it might be holding information from the last time I ran through here. That's right, it's holding these from the last time I came through here. That's right. So I've got to like minimize, and I've got to dump that order out. That's right, that's from the last time I was here. I never cleared that out of the system, right? So it's holding it. Okay, fine. I may as well clear, now that price makes sense. Okay, I'm going to just clear it out of the system. All right, so there we go. So now that all that's bought, it exists, and I have it on my list. So now, what am I going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and create a new column at the top. Whoops, just double click off, right? Get rid of all that selection. Insert, right? I'm going to call this like, domains, whatever. I'm going to say CP user, right? And then CP pass, right? And I'm going to go ahead and create that. That way I can start manipulating that. Well, let me just jump ahead, okay? Because this is the point where I would have it all and I'd start moving forward with it, but I'm not going to buy those domain names, okay? Again, there was zero thought put into that. I'm going to use these other domain names that I happen to already own. The name servers are already pointed forward. Don't have to wait for DNS, so I'm going to go with it. Now, let me point out one thing for the fun of it at this point, okay? You might like this. Take a look. I've got all these different domain names. No one would know I own them all. No one would know what server each of these are on. So if I'm creating cPanel usernames that are similar like this, no one could say, aha, oh yeah, well, if that's this, then therefore that's that. They wouldn't be able to figure that out without this list, right? So it's not like I have a real problem with security here, even if I use the same cPanel pass. It's not like I gave away this, right? Because no one's publishing that list to the public, really. And if they are, nobody knows what order they're in. You could rearrange the order of any of this. But if you just wanted to make it stronger, what are some things you could do? You could take any number of these from the top, cut, insert them on the bottom, okay? And yeah, I'm doing 100 insert cut cells. There you go. That way it's totally, see, it's in that different order. So if someone's like, well, that's the first one, right? But they tried to guess this, they wouldn't be able to, right? Because they wouldn't know it would terminate in a 12. And then they're like, well, that one must be the first one, starts with the letter A. And they would never figure this one out. Okay. Now, anyway, if you're worried that they do figure this out and therefore that this becomes easy because if they can find one, they can get the rest, how do you deal with that? Let's put a number on the end. Oh, move too quick. Okay. Boom. Boom. And then if I drag that down, okay, I can totally deal with the numbering there, right? There, now, nice. Except that, guess what? I'm going to mismatch it. It's totally going to be a different number, cut, than this, so that they don't line up either. First, they're not lined up, right? But I'm just going to mix it up even more. Insert cut cells, right? Now they're definitely off. Who's going to figure that one out? And then if you're like, well, maybe they will get the pattern, fine. Then just chop some of this off, cut, stick it above or below or something so that you're breaking up your own pattern, right? Insert cut cells. See, you can mix it up however you want. It doesn't matter, like you're shuffling a deck of cards, okay? So now I got this the way I want it. Let me bring this magnification back down to something normal here. 98. Let's just go 100. Yes, thank you. Okay. Now what? Well, I created them all, and so now I need to actually put them on the server. Fun part, right? Here we go. Software installer. And I'm logged in, okay, in some account that's brand new. See, there's no website list, and I'm going to create the cPanel accounts, right? Download the sample. Take off generate usernames, open the sample. All right, boom. And what I say before, I said when you do this, just give me this file with your information on it, okay? And that will take care of the rest, okay? So this would be down through like what, 102, right? Whoa. Wow, right. 102. Boom. Okay. And then the password will go that low as well. Okay. Then what? Then we put in the rest of our information, right? From here down through here. Control C. Okay. Just highlighting and stuff. WAP. And we're going to start right there. Paste it as text. That covers those columns. I'm going to go main. Right? So it's like MAIN, okay? for the cPanel package, and I'm going to drag that all the way down. Okay, man, I'm getting about done, aren't I? And then what? I want my theme to html@gmail.com if that's what I want. Again, every row is truly different, but just wherever you're creating consistency, you can. That's, you know, the coolest thing is that you don't need to repeat actions manually. And then all this forward prefix stuff, literally, I'm just going to delete all of it because I don't need any of it. You don't have to delete it, just ignore it. Okay? Now, the only other thing I have to do to finish this off is put in the password. Okay? So again, it would be as though I did this. Right? And then what? Just take this, copy, paste. That's for creating cPanel accounts, right? Now, of course, that's not the right information, so I'm going to go ahead and switch this over to mine real quick, and then we'll continue. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and start the installation now. Remember that you had to paste the header in, right? Don't forget the header, okay? And we're just going to watch. How long does it take for 100 cPanels to be created? The fun is just watching it, right? So yeah, this is crazy enough, wouldn't you say? Just the fact of the matter that we're covering this kind of ground at this speed, because when you stop and think about the meaning of it, right? How far we can get, how much we can do. Take a look at this. It's already done. I think it was a minute, something like that, right? Maybe 2. So if I were to go look, okay, and just check the server manually, make sure it's there, make sure it did its job, account information, list accounts, right? Yeah, we got like 210 records after what I did last. Let's just take a look at it this way. Setup date, right? Okay, flip it. And sure enough, we've got this old GDR UAP 9. That's kind of how I named it all, right? And sure enough, do you see it? I mean, it's there, right? Let's say per page, I'm going to go like 105, okay? All right. And that's because I want to make sure my 100 hit and that there's 5 more. Yep, and there are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, 6 maybe, I don't know. I guess it's the default plus the rest, but they're there. That's my point. They're there. If there is somehow a straggler out of place, I can go deal with that myself. Not an issue. All right, so anyway, what's the coolest thing about that? Actually, even, yeah, bottom one might have been. Okay, never mind. Anyway, what's the coolest thing about that, I was saying, is that all that's done. Now we got to add them to our website list. So we're going to batch upload. So let's download that sample, open that, because we know these things are good to go now, right? So here we go. I've got that file, that, copy. Okay. Control V. cPanel all the way down. Okay. And again, with the header, right? Control C. Make sure you get that header row. And we're going to paste in here. Hit process. We're going to hit Atom. Yep. Again, how long does it take to do that? Shouldn't take long. This is a pretty simple process in the end. Just whatever it needs to do. Okay. And once all these cPanels are added, by the way, what if I told you it just means that the last of our manual work is really no effort? You know, that's the whole thing. It will not take long to finish the rest of the work we have in front of us now. So I'm just waiting for this to get done. You see, again, the reason it does take time is because it actually has to check every single one of them, right? To make sure that they're good to go. See that? Okay, there's one that didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. There's 2. Okay? All right, so there's that. Now this should export. I don't know if it will. I always forget if it's actually doing that job right. We can go ahead and open it. It's in a different file format. Yeah, thank goodness. Now it's cool that it gave that information to us because we can go back and do it again, right? We can go and reinstall it and get those finished off, right? So if I were to do that really quick, brisk garage door replacement, agilegaragedoorcrew.com. First thing I do, like in my case, really, if that didn't work, what would I do? Okay. I would just check the server. Let me start by seeing if brisk is even there. Okay. BRISK. Whoops. Okay. Fine. Brisk, which one? GarageDoorReplacement.com, all one word. Brisk GarageDoorReplacement.com. Okay, it may be there, and I might just need to run that last piece again. Let's see. AgileGarageDoorCrew.com. Yep, that's there too. So it might be that just simply tripped over having to do 100 at once. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add a new host. I'm gonna try it manually. Just because it might be easier to do it that way. AgileGarageDoorCrew.com. Aha, there we go. And we're gonna do it. Control C. Oh. Yeah. Boom, and then come back. Let's try it. CPanel username. Boom. Should be good. Huh. Might be, it's not a proper host address. Something's the matter with it, but I don't know what. Okay. I'd have to go back and double check what's causing that to get thrown off. Let me try the other one just real quick. Brisk GarageDoorReplacement.com. Brisk GarageDoorReplacement.com. Oh, I think I know. I think the problem's going to be different. I think it's that maybe these domain names expired some time ago or something, and I didn't notice, you know, or the name servers were not set properly. I wonder. Yep. Yeah, that's the problem. These things are not actually resolving. So yeah, we did nothing wrong. Yeah, all of this is fine. It's just that, you know, whatever the problem is something different. It's something I did before. These were not set up properly in the first place when I really did buy them like a year ago. Okay. So these couple just never did get pointed in the right direction or set up the right way. Okay, fine. So that has zero to do with our process here. We did all this and all of it's done and we are ready to roll with the next step. Okay, can I point out that it's like 18 minutes or something that we've been at this, all of this so far. We've done all of this work. And I even stopped for a little bit to do some, you know, like to grab the real server password and stuff. So the fact of the matter is, this is less than 20 minutes of work to get this far. You know, this is like 30 if you put some thought into the domain name selection. You realize that? Half an hour and you have all these websites set up and we are ready to do the installation process. Okay, I just want to point that out. Like 25 minutes to half an hour of work got all this done. Just want to point that out. And yeah, we're going to continue with the next step. And that was for 100 websites, by the way. Okay,